Beijing's Night of Ice and Fury, September 15th, 2025. What began as a calm September evening in Beijing turned into a terrifying display of nature's rage. Towering storm clouds gathered, rolling across the horizon with unstoppable momentum. Within moments, the capital was under siege. Lightning split the sky like jagged blades. Thunder pounded through buildings, and hailstones rained down in a merciless assault. Authorities had issued warnings earlier about unstable air and the chance of hail, but no one could have foreseen the scale of the disaster that would unfold. Winds tore through the streets, temperatures soaring above 47 degrees Celsius, whipping sheets of rain sideways while hail slammed the earth at alarming speed. Visibility collapsed to just meters in some districts, leaving drivers and pedestrians stranded in chaos. For many, the first horror was sound. The hail struck rooftops, cars, and tin awnings with relentless force, each impact echoing like metal under fire. Windows rattled violently as ice stones, nearly a centimeter wide, pummeled neighborhoods without pause. In Yangjing, Wao, and Mentogol, yards transformed into slippery mosaics of shredded leaves and ice. Families in Nanwan district scrambled to salvage what they could, snatching laundry, pulling plants indoors, and carrying pets to safety before the storm consumed more. But this was no spectacle. It was danger. On highways, drivers winced as hailstones dented roofs and shattered mirrors. Cyclists abandoned their bikes and crouched beneath bridges as hail ricocheted across the asphalt in icy streams. In Sukhoi Mayan County, rainfall hit 35 millimeters, while Montagol saw 23 millimeters in just 1 hour, enough to overwhelm drains and flood intersections. With hail adding to the chaos, traffic snarled and residents watched helplessly as water crept toward their doorsteps. For farmers, the storm was heartbreak. Autumn crops, grapes, vegetables, fruit trees were destroyed within minutes. Branches snapped under the icy weight, and leaves carpeted the soaked ground. Officials reported no catastrophic agricultural losses, yet farmers warned otherwise. Even a short hailstorm could scar fruit, reduce quality, and slash earnings, leaving a trail of damage long after the skies cleared. Meanwhile, public transport clung to routine, operating cautiously as drivers were urged to avoid underpasses vulnerable to sudden flooding. Emergency crews patrolled the city, scanning for damaged zones where hail and torrential rain had created deadly surface water. Beyond Beijing, chaos spread. Heavy rains in Jiang province swamped major roads, choking traffic and cutting off smaller routes. Together, Beijing's hail and Jiang's floods painted a stark picture, an unstable atmosphere stretching across eastern China, affecting millions at once. Nature's reach was vast, simultaneous, and merciless. When at last the storm moved on, Beijing was left drenched and trembling, yet still standing. Streets lay scattered with branches and melting ice. Commuters recounted close calls, their voices filled with relief and disbelief. The hail melted away, but its scars remained. Dented vehicles, battered gardens, and a citywide unease that no sunlight could erase. For many, the storm was more than an incident. It was a revelation. Northern China has long faced volatile autumn weather, but the rising tide of extreme climate has made storms increasingly unpredictable, swift, and destructive. As residents swept away debris, one truth settled deep in their hearts. The storm may have passed, but its warning remained. In Beijing, no matter how mighty the buildings, no matter how powerful the city appears, its strength is nothing compared to the sky above. September 15th, 2025 will be remembered as the night Beijing faced ice and fury, and was reminded that nature always holds the final word.